faces. I will do my utmost.
Alright, I know what you're thinking, and no, I'm not talking about smash damage when I say talent art damage. I'm referring to the Element Genesis talent art, and I think I just want to see this.
Eat it! Lovely fire! Let's do it, Tyler! Use your head to more! Got something special for you! Flame Lord!
Sparking me to right now here. We can do this!
I can feel it in my bones! The power of Cerberus!
I'm more than strong enough to punch your life out! Get over it, Lord! Glittering melody!
Summon elements! Flame! This feels pretty good! Senna! Love to see it!
The heat is on!
Yeah! Feels just like it should! Alright,
Welcome to Element Genesis, Seraph. So I should probably explain what you just saw there. So that was my Element Genesis Seraph build that's capable of doing insane amounts of damage very quickly, as you just saw. I actually covered this build in my other guide, so if you want to take a look at that, I go for a more in-depth breakdown of the game's mechanics and stuff like that. But as for now, I'll just give you a quick refresher. So the end goal of this build is to use a Seraph, stack up very large damage multipliers, and then use an Element Genesis talent art. And the way you're going to do that is with a bunch of damage boosting skills. Ultimate Qigong for the defense reduction and negative defensive for bonus damage, Cypher Edge for more crit rate, Critical Strike for more critical hit damage. Those are all very important to have. As for gems, we've got Empowered Combo for your cancel damage bonuses, Analyze Weakness for even more critical hit damage, and Swelling Blessing will actually increase the strength of the power charge and awakening that you can give yourself. In terms of arts, we've got the Flame Lord and Quick Draw Fusion. This can give you a ton of talent art charge very quickly when you use them fused together, so you can charge up your Element Genesis immediately even if you have the Awakening buff. Summon Element to make the elements that the Genesis uses for a ton of damage, and then Inferno Dance, very high damage ratio art, Leveling Fire for an extra damage boost, and Cross Impact so you can give yourself power charge so that you can Element Genesis even harder. The accessories is where this build gets really interesting. So first of all, I just have a Predator mask on. You can do any sort of big damage boost here at this point. It's not too important, but this thing is incredibly powerful. Also incredibly hard to come by, but this is the Attack Boost Masha crafted accessory that gives you 37% attack increase, but also gives you a ton of extra crit rate. This one gives you 18 more critical crit rate actually, so very nice to have. You can always replace that and find another way to get your crit rate, but this makes it guaranteed crits, which is very nice. And then the Shackle Ring, which is the star of the show here. So the way the Shackle Ring works is that you have, if you chain your arts together, that you can get increases to damage and other effects of your arts, like combo, duration, the chance of you being able to hit arts in the first place, and good stuff like that. You can hit breaks more consistently, but in this case we're looking for the damage on it. So you can go up to 6 arts with it, and if you have to use the arts within half a second of each other, and if you do that, you chain together 6 unique arts, the last art will get a 1.8 times damage increase, so that's very nice to have. It'll be a big damage boost that way. So overall, what we're trying to do with this class is you're trying to chain together 5 arts into the Element Genesis, and a fusion only counts as 1, so you can do your Flame Lord Quick Draw Fusion to charge the Element Genesis, your other 4 arts into the Genesis. Usually you can go like Summon Element, Inferno Dance, Leveling Fire, Cross Impact, Element Genesis. It's a pretty good way to stack up your Shackle Ring, and then I'm going to go over how you do that in combat now. Actually, before I do that, I might as well show you the rest of this build. You'll probably recognize all of these builds too if you've seen in my other video. So this is the standard buff Soul Hacker with all of its incredibly powerful buff arts and increasing its buff power with its strength support and gem effect. So this is pretty standard. I have Perilous Presence on right now. That's for a specific setup that you saw in the intro, but you can put other stuff there like duration. This is a combo ogre. I actually have 2 of them. And they're pretty much designed to break, topple, and launch the enemy so that you can get those big damage boosts from the Seraph skill that way. Then we've got a War Medic. The War Medic's just a very strong healer. You can pass power charges and all sorts of stuff with it. And then this is my battery support Seraph. You've probably seen this as well. I can use Glittery Melodies to recharge everyone's arch, recharge buffs. It can also topple and launch and damage resist. It does a lot of things. So if you want a more in-depth these again, you can look at the other video. Then we have Miyabi here for moral support, sometimes dying to recharge everyone else's hearts. Okay, now we'll get into showing you how to use the... What better way to show this off than by fighting the final super boss, Seraphic Seratinia.
Let's hustle for the muscle.
So here's what we're going to wait for the ogres to combo him, and then what we're going to try and hit him with the full thing. So we've got the Awakening here, so here comes the combos. We're going to put him close. We use all of our arts in cycle, like so. With the power charge last, and then we go with the Element Genesis here, and this is going to do a ton of damage. Yep, there we go, and he's nearly dead. Then we just do it again. And he's not going to live this next round. Yep, only 1 hit came out, so... Yeah, overall you're trying to cycle your arts in sort of a fashion like that, and use your evasion arts, time them well to dodge the attacks, and hopefully your comboers will deal with the rest. You know what, that was short, so I might as well try find one more super boss, let's say Dreadworm Nazoon here. So it's going to be, again, a very similar process here, so we've got the Awakening, hopefully the ogres can combo, and then now he's comboed off, so we can do the cycle the arts together. Charge Lounge, and Element Genesis again. It'll go just the same as last time. Oh, and that one did 1-shot. Very nice. Yeah, so overall, this build can shred enemies. And then this the support comp is very flexible. You can pretty much put whatever sort of powerful damage dealer you want in there. Like a Smash Sword Fighter also works very well. Yeah, that's pretty much it for this build. I'm going to be trying a little bit more short-form content, going over specific builds and how to use them rather than, trying to compile everything to one massive video like last time. So hopefully these can come out on a little bit more regular basis than, once every 4 months. So look forward to the next builds. Let me know if you have any suggestions down in the comments. Otherwise, I have a few myself that I could probably come up with if you don't have any ideas. So overall, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you liked it, and subscribe if you want to see more. And alright, well, thank you, and I'll see you around.